with a person who has an addiction, there is a stigma, we're talking about that, but there is a dependency that makes that person now dependent, not independent in living. And of course, you move them towards independency. How do you actually factor in the fact that a dependency on a substance is not good, but dependency on God is a good thing?
Yeah, I mean that's a really good point and a good question. And having any type of dependence on anything that's other than God, well, the Bible refers to that as idolatry. And when individuals are caught up in dependency and addiction, it's something that consumes the person and brings that person toward death. When an individual is transformed by the Lord and that dependency changes, well, you could also say that dependency is replaced with a desire to know God, which leads to life. And that's probably one of the most important distinctions between addiction, dependency in that sense with addiction, and dependency with God. It's dependence on death and being transferred to life.
You know, that's such a great reminder there, Kris, because, again, having a biblical worldview as we look through all that's happening across our lives, across the spectrum of the news and the whole world, we're looking through lenses, the biblical worldview glasses, so to speak. And if you're not looking through a biblical worldview, then you're looking through whatever your particular agenda is, whether that's a humanistic worldview or, you know, this thing or that thing. We all have a worldview. And so when we see it as Christians and we see this happening either in our own lives or maybe somebody we love, someone we're close to, or maybe it's even like the Good Samaritan. It's a neighbor being someone maybe you didn't really know until you were put into the situation where you came across them and you were seeking their own good.